Welcome to You're Always Wrong, where I'm always right.
And you're always wrong.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Robert.
And today we're gonna talk about some astrology, bitches, some pseudo-science, looking into our future, looking into our past, looking into our present, and figure out who we really are, hopefully. So I got this idea from the Jenna Julian podcast, which is probably the first podcast I ever listened to. I saw them do it, and they talk about them being polar opposites all the time, and me and Robert are also super opposite. So I thought it'd be super duper fun to go through and see if the stars agree that Robert and I don't get along at all.
I just want to preface this, not trying to be a party pooper, but this is all nonsense. It's not, like Lindsay said, it's pseudo-science. It's not real science.
Pseudo.
Exactly. Fake, false.
P-S-U-D-O. Pseudo.
Oh
Hell yeah!
Oh my god, Lindsay. Good job. Okay.
It's probably because I look at pseudoscience like all the time. I heckin' love pseudoscience.
Yeah. But as long as we can all agree, pseudo-science.
I mean,
And then I've got...
Technically, doesn't everyone, like, have to agree that it's...
Yeah.
Like, technically...
But there's people who...
You can argue that it is more applicable to you, or, like, is something you truly believe in. But I think, like, everyone kind of, like, has to see that it's a pseudo... Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying... It's weird to phrase, but it's, like... It's pseudoscience for a reason. There's a reason it's not straight up science. And there's a reason it's not straight up pseudo.
Yeah.
So,
What?
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you know, like, it's not completely 100%, like, just, like, myth. It's not labeled as, like, a myth, is it?
Yeah. That's why it's called pseudo-science.
I thought pseudoscience was the same as just, like, there is
No, it's not like a
lack
theory.
of evidence that it exists, but only because it can't be replicated every single time. Like, there's still that first replication and the fact that it did happen.
It's called a pseudoscience instead of science because there's no fact backing it up.
Oh, I always thought pseudoscience was, like, there is always, like, one sort of thing that stands out that's, like, I don't know, like those people who say they can talk to ghosts. I don't know what that's called, but that's called a pseudoscience, isn't it?
Yeah, because people believe in it, but it's not true. There's no fact to back it up. Like, you can't prove that you can talk to ghosts.
Yeah, but I thought it was because, like, there's, like, a few people that it did apply to and work for. That's why it's called pseudoscience. Like,
No.
It doesn't work for everybody. But
It's like acupuncture. Like, there's no proof.
That's a pseudoscience?
Yeah,
I didn't know acupuncture was a pseudo...
There's no proof that it really does anything for your
Sweet
body.
Jesus, I didn't know that was a pseudo.
Like, there's
Not that I ever do it.
There's no concrete proof that it, like, actually does anything.
Oh my god.
But there's tons of people that believe it helps them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a pseudoscience.
Oh.
Pseudo means false.
I thought pseudo was, like, kind of.
No. Pseudo literally translates from Greek as false.
Oh.
So, like, there's bacteria that walk around on, like, suction cups. They move around suction cups.
I love them.
And they're called pseudopods. Because they have feet. Well, pod means feet.
Yeah.
Like a foot.
Got you.
So they have feet, but they're not feet.
I thought it was just, like, kind of feet. Like, that's what
No.
pseudo meant. I was like...
Pseudo literally translates to false. So, like, astrology, when I say it's bullshit, it's not real, it's because it's not. A lot of people believe in it, like something else I'm not going to bring up, but it's not true. See what I'm saying?
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, here we are today.
But this is for fun.
We're going to read our birth chart.
This is just for fun.
Robert is here as a Sagittarius, and I am here. Robert, what am I? What's my sign? I know yours. What's mine?
You're a Sagittarius.
No, I'm not.
We're both born in December.
It's not the months.
Oh.
It's not separated by months. It just happens to
See,
coincide.
I know more about science, not so much pseudoscience.
I can't believe I know your sign. You don't know my sign.
I know two signs.
I can't believe
Sagittarius, and that I know all of them. Never mind. But that's only because the binding of Isaac.
But you don't know mine.
I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
I don't know when they are.
I can't believe.
I
don't know.
thought it was one for each month.
No, it just happens to coincide that there's 12 signs for 12 months.
See, it's
just
such bullshit,
coincides.
dude. It's all bullshit.
It's all set up, I think, in
Well, let me guess.
lunar phases.
Let me guess. Virgo.
No.
What's another one? Leo.
No. I am nothing like a Leo.
Aquarius.
No.
Is that a sign?
Yes.
Libra.
No.
Libro?
No, Libro. You
Libro.
got your Libras and your Libros.
Well,
no, it's just Libras.
Libro is probably the
It's just
masculine
Libras, I
version.
think.
Vertigo or some shit.
Vertigo? No, it's Virgo. I'm a Virgo, bitch.
That's yeah, I know that one because Jenna. What's the one that's twins?
You mean
There's
the
like
Cancer,
two of
the
them.
fish?
No, Cancer's a crab.
Oh, heck. Pisces is the fish.
Pisces are the fish, because Piscator.
You mean the two fish like that? The twins?
There's one that's Gemini. Isn't that a thing?
Gemini is like, it's little, yeah, it is, but it's like,
Is it a sign?
It looks like waves, not
Well, Gemini,
like a,
the Gemini were two twin sisters in Greek folklore.
I don't know shit about that.
I have no.
I'm a Capricorn!
Oh, Capricorn. Oh, so
I'm
you're
a
like a little
Capricorn.
goat woman.
Little goat mermaid beach.
Goat mermaid.
No, it's not a goat woman. It's straight up like a goat with like a mermaid tail. So if you got like the front half of a goat,
That's
put
horrifying.
on the bottom half of a fish.
Yeah.
It's probably the most offensive looking sign. And here
What do you
I am.
mean? What's it look like?
You got your little, like I said, it's a goat with a fish tail. He nasty.
But it's that detailed looking?
I mean, yeah. So like, there's like the straight up little like, I don't know everything, but I know that there's like the actual little like, you know, the depiction of them.
What it is, yeah.
And then there's like the little like,
Just a little symbol.
the little, and then like from lesser than the symbol is just like the little like letter or like small undetailed sign.
Yeah.
The small undetailed sign doesn't look like that, but like the representation of it.
Yeah, because I know in the Binding of Isaac, Sagittarius is like an arrow with a line through it.
Mm-hmm.
But like an actual Sagittarius is like a goat person.
Huh. I don't know what Sagittarius is, but I know that Capricorn is like a goat fish.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I don't know. I just wish I had something like the crab. Neat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here we are. I want to see what my stars have done to me. And so that way, when something horrible happens or when I have a nasty personality trait I don't like, I'm just going to blame it on the stars and be like, hey, fuck you, moon.
I'm already...
So, from listening to the Jen and Julian podcast, there was a few things I had questions on that I wanted to look up that's going to be mentioned. So, altogether, there is 12 signs, which equals out to 12 houses.
What?
Yeah. So, it's each called a house. So, like, there would be, like, house Capricorn, house Sagittarius, house blah, 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 blah. And each one controls a different aspect.
Of what?
Your life.
Oh.
So, I don't think we're going to get through all 12 because, like, you have, like, 12 houses, and some of them replicate different, like, I'm a Capricorn. So, I might have, like, 4 or 5 different houses that's all Capricorn.
This is so fucking
It's
nonsensical.
It's, like, kind of confusing, but I also only did, like, 10 minutes of research. Anyway, so there's 12 houses, and each house controls a different aspect of your life, and depending on the sign, it will affect it differently. Next is your first house is also referred to as your ascendant. Your 10th house is referred to as your midheaven. And then you have your sun sign and your moon sign.
I've never heard any of this. I didn't listen to this episode. Just telling the people at home.
I did. I listened to it and I was like, I had so many questions, so I looked it all up. So that way when you guys listen, you have like a little bit more base knowledge than I did. Well, anyway, you got your sun sign and your moon sign. So your sun sign is your outright zodiac personality. And then your moon sign is like your inner self, like the one you don't show everybody. It's like your emotions. And
Your extroverted sign and your introverted
yeah,
sign.
basically. So my sun sign is a Capricorn, and then Robert's is a Sagittarius. So I kind of wanted to read through our birth charts. We're on like astrologycafe.com or cafeastrology.com. And we found our birth charts, and I wanted to read through them and agree or disagree and just
Oh my fucking
see.
god.
Yeah, it's really long, so we're probably not going to read all of it. But we're going to start towards the top middle. It just says Sun in Capricorn, and Roberts would say Sun in Sagittarius.
This is like some deep web shit at the
So
bottom.
when I read this, I want you to listen to it, Robert.
Me?
Yeah, I
Oh.
want you to listen to it and pay attention to me, so that way we can be like, nah, that's not you, or 100%
Well,
that is you.
I'm gonna go and make a prediction. Either it's going to be wrong, or it's going to be very general and vague. That way it can apply to anyone.
I think it's going to be like 50-50. Like, either it is or it isn't.
Because most of this shit, like, remember earlier when you brought up the mediums?
No.
Like, the people who can talk to ghosts?
Oh, yeah.
They're called mediums. They do this thing called cold reading. And what that is they ask extremely vague questions that could apply to, like, 80% of all people in the world. And so they're like, did your grandmother die recently? And, like, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, yeah, how did you know? It's because everyone's fucking grandma is dying all the time. You know what I mean? So they ask those really broad, vague questions. So I feel like a lot of this is going to be like, oh, you have a good heart. You know what I mean?
I hope I have a good heart.
Like, you could say that about anyone who's not a murderer. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's
not
like,
everybody.
Sometimes
murdering isn't the one thing
you're
that
a
makes you a
hard
bad
worker.
person.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but like
it's gonna be stuff like
straight
that.
up, it could be like you're a hard worker, and I'll be like, but am I? You know what I mean? So I guess here we are.
Are you starting at birth chart?
It says birth chart, Sun in Capricorn.
Okay.
And yours will say Sun in Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So I'm gonna start with mine. So please pay attention to me, or unless you want to start with yours.
No, go ahead. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I want you to pay attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Capricorn is feet on the ground, eye on the prize sign. Those with Sun in Capricorns have realistic, grounded approach to life that can be seen no matter how dreamy the rest of the birth chart suggests.
Already disagreeing.
You don't think I'm realistic?
It says, what did it say?
Realistic, grounded approach.
Feet to the ground, grassroots.
Grassroots?
No.
Feet on the ground, eye on the prize.
Because, prime example.
I don't know.
Prime example of how you're the exact opposite of that. Wednesday. Everybody come over, let's hang out, and then watch American Horror Story. American Horror Story starts at 9. It's 8:30. Everyone go home, I want to go to bed. That's not feet to the ground.
On my ground.
That wasn't feet on the ground, eyes on the prize.
My feet were on the ground and the prize was going
You
to
made
bed.
a plan, set it all up.
I knew from the beginning.
Had a swift change of mood and was like, fuck it, everyone go home.
I knew from the beginning because I thought it came on at 8 and I was like,
but see, if you were feet on the ground, eyes on the prize, you would have gotten all the details straightened out. And I'm not saying anything.
My actual prize is like going to sleep.
I'm not saying anything negative about you. Yeah. I'm just saying that that's clearly not the way you are.
These people know how to do things and get things done.
Mm.
I know how to do things. Some Capricorns naturally turn their backs on things that they deem too frivolous. Not me, bitch.
Not true at all.
I have such
This is the most inaccurate already.
There's some things that are like way too frivolous that I super duper want, but obviously can't have. But like, I buy frivolous things.
You buy platform. You got several pairs of platform heels.
Yeah, but like I don't have Gucci slides, which is like my dream shoe.
Well, because you'd be in. That's your dream. You really want some of those?
I could actually buy them. Like, it's not that I don't have the money to buy them. It's that like that's stupid.
I might not be your friend anymore.
Robert, I'm more important.
If you bought Gucci,
you wouldn't be my friend over something that's stupid.
I don't know.
Wow.
I feel really weird about it. Like, being totally honest.
I can't believe you just threatened to end our friendship over me spending my own money how I want
Gucci
to.
slides, bruh.
I just think it's stupid, and I love stupid stuff. They are very much concerned with things that are worthwhile and that include their own lives.
Who isn't?
Capricorns want to do things and be something worthwhile. I don't.
Who doesn't?
I don't want to do something worthwhile.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, these things can be applied to fucking anybody.
Like their Earth signs relatives Taurus and Virgo, they need to feel useful and effective in the real world in order to be satisfied with their lives. Yeah. But the Capricorn spin on Earth signs is that the Capricorn possesses a stronger need for recognition in a worldly sense. They have a strong sense of society and its framework, and they feel most secure when they're doing a part within that framework.
So basically, they're saying a Capricorn is the most boring fucking person ever. They don't spend money on anything cool. All they want to do is serve a purpose in society.
That doesn't make you like boring. Like, philanthropists aren't boring.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they just want to be a huge part of society.
Like one of my houses that says I'm wild, and you'll feel bad about what you're saying.
No.
Capricorns like to pare things down, and often take pleasure in the simple things in life. Honestly, me watching those hummingbirds like fight a minute ago, that was
Okay,
amazing.
so finally, after 2 paragraphs, we found something.
However, many are attracted to the status symbols, and these ones will wear the best clothes and drive quality impressive cars. Not me, bitch. Catch me in my Spark.
Yeah.
Going down the road making that meow sound.
Hitting 3 curbs in the city. Just driving over 3 curbs.
Catch me in my Walmart shirt and my Gucci slides.
Uh-huh.
Comparing Capricorns to their symbol, the goat, brings up some interesting analogies. She's nasty. No, it doesn't.
She got them hooves.
Solar Capricorns can see into the
that
future.
hoof pussy.
Bitch, you better suck up to me.
You can't see into the future.
I can see into the future.
You cannot.
And I can plan for it, Robert.
No one can see into the future.
They don't mind taking things slowly, but they absolutely aim to get to the top of the mountain in life. That gets on your nerves, that, like, I take things slowly.
What do you mean?
Like when we were making the podcast and I was like, we need to postpone this by a month and a half.
But that wasn't you being like... That was more anxiety.
No, it's because I wanted things... I like things to be done right. Like, things that are actually important to me, I want to be done.
That's also because
absolutely.
you won't stay up past 8 o'clock. If we could have got started in 2 weeks if we'd have grinded out and recorded from like 4 in the afternoon to 4 in the morning, but you would never do that.
I would hate that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I wouldn't do any quality work past like...
Yeah, so it's not because you're so steadfast and determined.
It's because I'm steadfast and determined. I can see into the future and I can plan for it.
Bitch, keep reading.
They make their way steadily and sure-footedly, and their strength and singleness. They make their way steadily and sure-footedly.
I'm leaving it all in.
And their strength and singleness of purpose are admirable.
Sentence kind of floundered at the end.
Their strength and singleness of purpose are... I'm in... Whatever. Just gonna skip past that one there because it lost me.
Yeah.
Capricorns can sometimes be rather lonely people, although they rarely let it show.
Everyone can be lonely.
They are often a little reserved and even standoffish.
Everyone can be reserved and standoffish.
So can Capricorns. This is generally just because they value all things practical, and they'll seldom wear their emotions on their sleeves unless they have a particularly flamboyant moon sign.
Not true at all.
About me?
Yes.
You don't know me outside of, like, our friendship, though. Like, I don't, like, go to work.
You will scream in public.
Because
you're excited. So, yes, you will wear your emotions on your sleeve.
I only show, like, my excited, happy moods, though. Like, if I'm having, like, a bad day, or if I'm, like, super angry or upset, like, I don't, like... show it to other people. Like when I go to like work and stuff, like I don't care. Like straight up, like my dad could die that morning if I had to go to work for some reason. Like you wouldn't even know, because I'm not that hoe to be like I'm having a bad day and I need everybody to know that. It's like it's only because you're my best friend that I tell you I feel any emotion that isn't happiness.
So we found one thing that applies.
2 things. And
we found one thing that half applies.
You don't know me.
I do know you.
This is a sign that surely the most... This is a sign that is... Oop. Why can't I read this?
The font is very small.
This is a sign that is surely the most resourceful of the zodiac. That's me when I open up all my makeup tubes and stuff to get that extra little bit of product out.
You're rolling it on the desk and shit.
Yeah. I'll straight up, like, get scissors and I'll, like, cut open those things. I, like, had to go into some finishing powder today, my dude. To some, Capricorns come across as unimaginative, but they can be enormously creative when it comes to the material world. They are generally very capable people with a strong sense of tradition and responsibility. I hate tradition.
This is the most boring fucking sign ever.
And I'm not unimaginative. People at work, like, people always talk about my imagination because I just come up.
Dude, this is not even remotely accurate.
Just wait till I get to my moon sign. Many Capricorns have mastered the art of making people laugh. Their sense of humor can be deadpan variety. Oh, that's so me. That is so me.
You just screamed to make a joke. That's not deadpan.
No, I wasn't. That wasn't my screaming wasn't making the
joke.
Yeah,
but you do a lot of screaming and waving, and you're very loud and boisterous.
I love deadpan. I do deadpan all the time.
You love deadpan, but you're not deadpan.
I do deadpan all the time. I've been teaching people at work how to do deadpan.
Okay.
I do deadpan all the time. You're acting like that's not my favorite sense of humor.
I'm agreeing with you.
That's my favorite.
I'm agreeing. Whatever you
I'm generally
say.
excellent at keeping a straight face. They can be bitingly
No.
sarcastic, too.
Everyone can be sarcastic.
Capricorns are not known for taking too many risks in life. They value the beaten track of things and tried and true.
Wait, that's... What? They don't take risks, but they...
They don't take many risks, so they take the
beaten track.
So they take the beaten
So
track.
that's the exact opposite.
That's the same thing. You take the path most worn. So you don't take risks. You don't go, like if there was like a pathway and
How is the beaten track nicer than the unbeaten track? That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. How's that not make sense?
You got a beaten track would be like a fucking dirt road through wilderness. The unbeaten track would be like the highway.
No, the unbeaten. No, that's the opposite.
No.
That's the opposite.
That's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
No.
The beaten track is like the highway.
That's fucking dumb.
Because it's been beaten into the earth. Like, it's the beaten track. It is like the highway.
Yeah, if it's been beaten into the earth, it hasn't been paved and concreted.
It's the beaten path. It's not like... If you thought about, like, a beaten path versus an unbeaten path, you don't, like... There would be, like, a dirt road, and then there would be just, like...
A bush.
Yeah, and then you make your own path. The beaten path is the one people have been walking on.
I guess.
Turn to your Capricorn friends for help when you need to really get things done. They have practical advice, and they'll help you organize and manage your life with a little better. Capricorns are generally good with their word, dependable, and rather loyal people. She is honest, reserved, circumspect, honorable, and strong-willed. Quietly ambition within the realms of the possible. She likes and takes on responsibility and can work the social domain. My weakness is I am sometimes bitter and mistrustful mind. You want to read yours now? I'm bitter.
Okay, so that was about 7% accurate.
I would say more than 7.
Out of a possible 100. There was like only 2 things that solid apply to you.
I would say out of a possible 100, I would say like 20%.
Well, it still fails.
Yeah, I know.
Like miserably.
I know, I'm just saying. Out of 100, I would say like a 20. Why are we doing out of 100? Out of a 10, I would say 2.
That's... Lindsay.
10 is more easy to imagine.
They're multiples. Or factors, I mean.
I don't care. Out of 10, it's a 2.
And out of 20, it's 100. That's the same. It's literally the same thing.
Out of 20, it's 100? Doesn't make sense.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
Stop being an asshole. You're being such an asshole
2
today.
and 10. Multiply 2 times 10, that's 20. Multiply 10 by 10, that's 100.
Yeah, I know.
So they're factors.
Yeah, I know what a fucking factor is.
So
Stop being a condescending cunt.
No, you said, are they not the same? How are they the same?
No, I didn't say that. They're the same. I know they're the same. I'm just saying it's easier.
Why, because they're smaller?
Yeah.
What's your point? Alright, I'm going to read this bullshit.
You're
Okay.
so mean today.
You just... I don't know. Alright. Sun in Sagittarius. Restless. Not true. Cheerful. 50-50. And friendly. Yeah. Sun and Sagittarius people are generally on the go. They have a love of freedom. Who doesn't? Who hates freedom? Who is like, please relieve me of my freedom? And a disdain for routine. I don't like routine, so that's accurate. Generally quite easygoing, Sagittarius make friends with people from all walks of life. They love to laugh and tease and get along well with both sexes. That's true. Sagittarians have an often blind faith in people, not true at all, and in the world, absolutely not true. Their optimism is infectious, although it can get them into trouble from time to time. They are curious people who love to learn. Their idealistic nature is hard to miss.
The opposite of you.
So that whole paragraph was fucked. Although generally easygoing, but again, who doesn't love freedom? Have you ever met anyone who was like, God, I hate all this freedom?
I guess it's like people who, it's like, if you put it in like a job scenario, there's people who like being micromanaged and there's people who don't.
Well, freedom is not an absence of structure, if that's what they're trying to get at.
Well, I'm just saying it can be applicable to other things.
Yeah, but if they're
it's
saying...
It's not just like, I love not being controlled by the government.
Yeah. I guess they're trying to have a duality from like freedom and structure, but like I said, freedom is not a total absence of all structure. It's freedom. Although generally easygoing, Sagittarius is a fire sign.
I think the
that
less
doesn't know what that
structure,
means.
the more freedom you have.
Yeah, but
So it correlates.
yeah, but freedom.
I understand how there can be freedom in structure, but I'm saying the less structure, generally, the more choice, the more freedom.
Yeah, but you could have a ton of structure and still have your freedoms.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you necessarily free. Just because you have a few choices you can make.
Okay. What's a fire sign? They haven't explained what that is.
So for each element, there's like fire, water, air, and then earth.
Yeah.
I think there might be a fifth one.
Well, there's like hydrogen.
You know the basic elements, Robert, before people knew about stuff like that.
Yeah, that's another reason why it's pseudoscience, because this all came from like
if you could just try and have
centuries
a good
ago.
time, that would be fantastic.
I'm explaining why it's fire, water, earth, and air, because they didn't know anything when they created
this.
You're
have a bad time.
No!
Like, I feel like you're not even trying to, like, be funny or have a good time.
You know I'd be critical of it.
You can be critical of it, but I feel like you're trying so hard to be angry right now.
No! But what is fire sign?
I don't, what do you, so you're...
It says Sagittarius is a fire sign.
Yeah, so, like, there's, like, I don't know, 4 or so, houses to each element. I don't really know how like how they separated those into specific elements. I don't know elephants.
Specific elephants.
I don't know.
I want a fire elephant.
I don't know a whole lot, and that's when the Elephant Nation attacked. Anyway, I don't really know a whole lot.
That'd be badass.
I just know that I'm Earth, but I don't know like how they're separated.
This gives natives.
I don't know.
Natives to what? An island?
Native to your sign? I don't know.
This gives natives a generally quick temper. Fortunately, they're usually as quick to forget what got them angry in the first place. First thing that's actually been accurate, and it's very accurate.
Yeah, I don't think you really hold grudges. I don't think I've ever I think I've known you to hold like 2 grudges throughout your entire life.
Yeah. Like, something can piss me off. And I'll go 0 to 100, and then 5 minutes later, I'll either totally forgive the person or whatever happened, or won't even remember what happened.
That's how you and I are opposite. It takes me so long to get angry, but once I'm actually angry, I'm like, I don't know, I'm actually really forgiving too, so it's just like... But I remember it.
Hey, they struck gold. There's one.
Robert is angry.
I'm giving him 1.
Angry real quick.
I'm angry and forgiving. The need for escape is generally strong, and some solar Sagittarians come across as a little irresponsible. They're generally easy to forgive, however. They're generally easy to forgive. How do you determine that? Do you poll their friends and be like, how often have you forgiven Robert?
9 times out of 10 I forgive Robert.
That's just a weird sentence.
Robert's coming up in my house being like, yo, everything you do is stupid. And I'm like, 10 minutes later, I'm like, I guess it's fine.
I've never heard anyone say that before. You're so forgivable.
You're so forgivable.
After all, their direct, honest approach in life is admirable. Well, I am very admirable. I have to give them that.
No, it says your direct approach is
I'm very admirable.
Your direct approach.
Short description, he is good, idealistic, enthusiastic.
He is good.
That's what it says. And warm-hearted. He is independent, has a taste for travel and freedom. He is curious and fair-minded. Weaknesses, he is too adventurous and leaves things to chance. Takes risks.
Yeah, I think you're very structured. I don't think you're adventurous.
Takes risks which cause problems. He is rebellious and sometimes tactless when offering opinions.
Yeah.
I'm a bit rebellious.
You purposefully.
But I'm never tactless ever.
You purposely don't like things other people like just because they like it. Like if enough people like it, you don't like it. So I'd say you're very rebellious.
Yeah, but I'm never tactless ever. No one I know.
No, when we were playing what were we playing? Phase 10, and you skipped me even though I was nowhere near winning, and then you even admitted it was tactless. You just wanted to skip me because you're angry at me.
Yeah.
Tactless.
Yeah, but that
Lauren beat us in phase 10 because Robert was
because we gave up on it.
Because I was tired. Are you finished?
Well, I'm at the next thing, but you stopped. I
Yeah,
stopped where you stopped.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to go from yours?
I got 420 conjunction sun to the moon.
What the
420.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not there yet. I just accidentally skipped ahead. So my next one says sun in 1. Is that what yours says?
No.
What does yours say?
Mine says Sagittarius is ascendant Cancer. I am ascendant Cancer.
I want to read about my moon sign. Let me see. Let's have a moment of silence until I find this.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
Oh, moon in Capricorn. I found it. What's yours?
Moon in Taurus.
Okay. My mom's a Taurus. Okay, so it says moon in Capricorn. So this is going to be like my insides, I guess, right? As long as that other website
So what, are my
it.
insides someone else?
I mean, generally people don't fully put out every single thing they think and want.
What do you mean?
Well, like, if I'm having a bad day or I'm super depressed, I don't like wear it on my sleeve.
Oh, you're saying there's
yeah, like
parts of my
I'm much
abstract
more sad.
personality that
I am so much more sad and negative on the inside than I let out.
Okay.
Like on the outside, I try to be a happy optimist, and on the inside, I am working so hard to be a happy optimist.
Yeah.
Okay, so moon in Capricorn. So I'm just like double Capricorn up in here. Being useful and productive are basic needs for lunar Capricorns. It's like I go through phases of being productive. Sometimes it's like if I'm not productive, I'm going to die. I absolutely have to be productive right now. My whole room has to be clean and everything needs to be done. Or other times I'm like, I'm going to do nothing except lay in bed. Because they generally keep their emotions under check, moon and Capricorn people come across as competent people.
Capricorn people.
Capricorns. However turbulent their emotions may be under the surface. Lunar Capricorns keep cool-headed, and they come across as steady and reliable people. This position,
reliable.
You know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm steady and reliable, bitch.
Well,
I am a moon Capricorn. My moon sign, like I'm more my moon sign than I am my sun sign so far. Probably because I hate the sun. This position of the moon suggests a desire for clear boundaries and realistic goals. I do like boundaries and realistic goals. Not much for taking risks in life. Lunar Capricorns look for safety and security in most everything they do. Oh my god. This whole one is me. Most of them respect authority and tradition. I respect authority but not tradition. Don't like it. I think tradition is dangerous. And many are planning well ahead of the rest of us. You likely won't have to remind them to protect their interests, plan for old age, and keep fallback money in their bank accounts. I hate that. That is so me. Bitch, I have a 401k.
Because you have a job.
No, it's not. It's not through my job.
Just
I have retirement savings through State Farm.
Oh, is that because you're folks?
No, because I want to be able to retire one day, and I have this deep fear of all these old people I work around. I see them, and they're like 50s up and do not have a retirement account. And I'm like, how are you going to retire? So here I am at the ripe old age of 20, and I have a retirement account.
Just die before you'd ever retire.
I can't plan my death.
Yeah, you totally can.
I mean, I could kill myself, but I'm not there yet. I'm on antidepressants now, bitch. I'm having a good time.
What?
Or keep fallback money in their bank accounts. I'm not good at that one. I do have like a savings account, though, so that kind of counts, I guess.
Yeah.
These things come naturally to them. It's because of all my anxiety. Calm, cool, and collected. These words sum up Moon and Capricorn natives well. Messy emotions and leaky souls are a bit frightening for most with this position in the moon. Your soul's leaky and it grosses me out. Truth is, they can have plenty of mood swings and some dark emotions now and again. Lunar Capricorns are often quite hard on themselves and would benefit from letting their guard down once in a while. I don't want to do that. Don't tell me to let my guard down.
Yeah, you don't give your loved ones hugs. You give them half hugs. Much less letting your guard down into your inner self.
I don't want to go to a meeting where I'm meeting people for the first time and for some reason the guys feel like it's okay to just like bring me in for a halfie. No, shake my hand, bitch.
No, I said loved ones. Not random people
I'll hug my
you
loved
meet at
ones.
work.
I'll hug my mom.
You'll half hug
No,
them.
I'll hold. Me and my mom straight up hug.
It's your mom's different. You let your guard down for your mom.
Sometimes I was really bad at doing that for a long time. Like, it was literally like.
Why, you think she'll attack you? You let
No,
your guard down?
well, like, I don't think she'll attack me.
Pull out a
but
little knife?
I don't know if I was necessarily raised that emotions are like something you keep to yourself, but I kind of was. So, like, for a long time when I was going through anything like super duper hard, I would just kind of like not tell my mom about it. Like, yeah, school's going great, but actuality, I dropped out. I didn't drop out technically, but I didn't sign up for next semester. I've been seeing a therapist for 2 months, and on top of it, I have an appointment to get antidepressants in a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't tell her that until like probably not before, like, because she was my pharmacist, so she was gonna figure out at one point. So I was like, "This, I gotta tell her."
When your mom is your pharmacist.
Yeah. Anyway, they garner a reputation. Not to go into like my whole life story about my depression,
guys.
but they quickly garner a reputation. Maybe I do wear my emotions on my sleeve.
Yeah, you do 100%. And don't even try to argue with me.
Well, I've been working on it. I used to not.
I love how 10 minutes ago, I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve.
I think it just
pours her own heart onto microphone for everyone to hear.
It's something I've been working on. Like, I think my workplace self is definitely different because they're not hiring me to have problems.
Yeah, but everyone's professional self is different.
I've been working on, like, telling people that, like, I have struggles too, because when I was in high school and stuff, a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, you're so optimistic." People would come to me all the time, "You're so optimistic, you're so happy all the time, blah, 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 blah." Like, that's what a lot of people, like, knew about me, was I was loud, happy, and optimistic. And I think it's really important for people like me to be like, "Hey, like, everyone else that you know is super happy and optimistic might have the same problems as I do. So check in on your friends." So I've been doing it for more, like, of a help others kind of way. Like, if I talk about it, more people will talk about it. So I've been working on talking about it, not being embarrassed of my
I don't think you've ever been bad about it, though.
Not to you, because you've always been my friend.
Yeah.
But, like, people that weren't my BFFs don't know. Anyway. So there's my moon and self.
Okay, I have one note.
And they easily hide their sensitivity behind a sarcastic manner. It keeps going for like a hot minute.
I have one note for this. The moon sign part.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
I'm a moon person.
But
I'm a moon hoe.
There was not one of those things.
That doesn't also relate to other people.
That doesn't apply to the vast majority of the planet.
I want it to be like your hair color is red, and you have a disdain for. What do I have a disdain for? Bacon. You have a disdain for bacon. I would love that.
Same. Well, there's the issue. None of it will ever be that specific because it's not.
Where's my Capricorns at with red hair and a disdain for bacon? Hit me up in the comments below.
Well, you have synthetic red hair.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
It would matter.
Nah.
Because it'd be how you're born.
Nah, because like either
way... It would matter.
Nah, because like either way you're supposed to end up with red hair, whether it's your real hair or your fake hair.
Well, that wouldn't come from your birth chart. You wouldn't be born with dyed hair.
No, yeah, but like through life, I would be like, I think I'm supposed to have red hair.
Oh, like it'd be within you intrinsically.
Yeah,
your
that's
whole
how
life.
I feel about my weird red hair. A lot of people don't really understand this.
But
there's this like idealistic self. I don't know exactly what she looks like yet. I know like the vague parts of who I absolutely want to be. And since I was like itty bitty, I saw The Little Mermaid. I saw these other people with red hair, and I was like, oh my god, really cool. My whole life I've wanted red hair. And like, if I could have dyed my hair red when I was younger, like I would have, but I wasn't allowed to dye my hair when I was younger. I wasn't allowed to dye my hair until I was like almost graduated, I think. I think I was like 17 or 18. And then I dyed my hair red, and it just like makes me feel more wholly myself. You know what I mean? It's like I leveled up. And then I cut my hair off. I cut my hair off first.
Yeah.
But it's like the more things I do, there's this like max level me that I'm trying to achieve. And red hair boosts me up like 5 levels. Like when my hair starts to fade, I start to feel like funky. And I know it is a confidence booster, but not only that, it just makes me feel like right in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is it. So I'm saying like all Capricorns, like what if? that would be sick if it was like all Capricorns feel most at self with red hair, whether they're born with it. So at some point, like they're probably gonna have red hair.
But there's no way.
Yeah, I just
it's
wish.
that accurate.
I'm just saying, like, I wish
There's no
it would
way.
say that, which would be like, bitch, your name's Lindsay.
But now you're starting to see why I give this no credence.
I've never fully, like, I've never even partially believed that my sign or the stars, like, had
like
any
astrology
effect on me.
was.
Yeah, I just think it's fun.
Oh.
I think it's fun.
Well, you've
and,
never
like,
made that apparent.
Well, I don't need to. Almost everything I do for fun. I entertain a lot of things just for the sake of entertaining things. I love entertaining things.
We're opposites.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to see if our birth charts would think we're as opposite as we feel we are.
Well, yours really described everyone.
I'm a moon Capricorn.
I like yours. I wish was more specific. Like the first part was pretty specific of mine. Like.
It'd be like, you love laying down. You can't sit up for more than 5 minutes without laying down.
You need 8 pillows.
I do.
Okay, Moon in Taurus. I got the dopest signs though. A goat man who has a bow. You can't fuck with him. A bull. Unstoppable, dude.
Now imagine if they were a team.
Yeah, dude. The goat man's riding the bull. That's 4 horns, bitch.
4 horns.
And a bow. All right. Familiarity is important to lunar Taurians. What is this, fucking World of Warcraft? What are those World of Warcraft?
I don't know anything about World of Warcraft.
They're called like Taurians?
I don't know.
Someone in the comments will know. I love how people in the comments like answered a couple of the questions we had. We were like, oh, I don't know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
was that thing?
I love
and
that.
people
That's
had
so
answers.
Nice. I was like, isn't
So
Nikki
thank you.
FM, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah. So thank you to everybody answering the questions in the comments.
Well, maybe while we're here, we should just take like a quick moment to talk about how amazing our audience and listeners and friends and strangers and everybody and anybody who is listening to our podcast has been to our podcast.
Yes, thank you so much. I genuinely thought we upload it and have like 4 views.
Same. I was expecting the exact same thing. Like, I never in 1,000 years expected us to have, we have over 50 views on some of them.
Yeah, we have one that's like hit 60 or is past 60 now.
Yeah.
And our total views is over 260.
We have like 20 plus subscribers right now. And it's absolutely insane. I never expected it. So I just want to thank all you guys for actually
thank you to
listening
everybody.
and supporting. Speaking of listening and supporting, our last podcast only has like 20 views right now.
So if we could
So if you could get on that, guys, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you
but
fuckers.
Thanks for all the support and everything.
Fucking assholes.
And just for a fun little fact, since we're at 20 plus subscribers right now, Robert, haven't you put like an interesting little tidbit out there for when we get, how many subscribers?
Well, I haven't posted anything yet.
Well, hearing it here for the first time, folks.
So when we hit, 30 subscribers? 35. When we hit 35 subscribers, I'm going to eat on camera, and we'll upload it to the channel, but I have like some chili pepper, or what are they called? Ghost pepper hybrid peppers. They're like ghost peppers, but they've also been bred with some other really hot pepper. I've got some of these, and I'll eat one on camera, the whole thing. I won't drink milk or water. I won't eat bread or anything for like 5 minutes. Does that sound like a good enough challenge?
It sounds really great, but I want to throw something else in there.
You want to throw something at me while I'm doing it?
No, just listen. No, yeah, just like me chunking.
Canister of tennis balls.
No, I thought
3 watermelons.
I was thinking about this. So what if we make it to 40 subscribers and we do it in like 2 weeks from when this one is posted, and then you'll dip them in hot sauce and then you eat them? Would you do that?
I would totally do that.
So if we post this, we're going to post this on Wednesday, Wednesday the 19th. So if by October 3rd we can get 40 subscribers, Robert will dip a ghost pepper in hot sauce and eat it.
Uh-huh.
I might throw objects at him. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll do some more stuff too.
Tell your friends, tell your family, and Robert, you are a moon in Sagittarius.
Taurus.
Taurus? Taurus.
It
I knew
doesn't
that.
matter.
Heck.
So yeah, make sure you're subscribing. Like, I hate to be that guy, but if you're watching and enjoying,
please, for the love of God,
or if you're listening and enjoying, just make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, as of right now, we have 21 subscribers.
So yeah, 40 in 2 weeks, dude. Easy.
All you gotta do is 20,
Do you want to see me suffer?
I want to see Robert suffer. How about you?
Do you want to see me in agony?
I want to see Robert absolutely hate his life even more than he does now. If I could see him cry for the first time from pain, that'd be fantastic.
Okay, you're supposed to be my best friend, but
One time I watched Robert put straws in his nose and he inhaled hot sauce.
wasabi too.
You just ate the wasabi. You didn't inhale it.
Oh, you weren't there for that?
You inhaled wasabi?
That might have been with Aaron.
Anyway, like and subscribe. I want to see Robert eat some things. Going back into that astrology, we're getting back in the mood.
Back
we're
in the
thinking about
bullshit.
We're thinking about some stars.
Where was I at?
About you're in Moon and Taurus.
Okay, here we go. They feel with their senses.
What else you feel with?
This is so fucking dumb.
I liked that one. That was good. Quality.
Touch is a sense. So, bruh, I don't know.
I can feel it coming with my senses. Oh, Lord.
Okay, they feel with their senses. How unique. And they are pretty much rooted in their ways. Not true. They revel in material comforts. In fact, building a solid and comfortable home and foundation helps to keep them feeling safe and content. I lived in a house that was over 107 years old.
Not anymore.
I did, but it didn't bother me. I didn't care. So this is already inaccurate as fuck. It isn't wise to try to push lunar Taurians into doing anything, but once they have made a commitment, they're persevering.
Yeah?
There's a steadiness to this position of the moon that is comforting to those close to them. That means nothing. But the conservative streak in these natives can be maddening to more progressive, not conservative at all. They tend to go out of their way to avoid messy or unpredictable situations, crises, and emotional displays. Not
Just
true.
like blow into the microphone.
I didn't blow into the fucking mic. The mic's a foot away from my face.
I know it picked it up, though.
Yeah, of course it did.
Because you're so loud. It loves you.
Loves me.
Gross.
Instead, they focus on creating a reliable and secure life around them. In relationships, lunar Taurians may not easily recognize their partner's need for change, growth, or emotional stimulation. Okay, that means nothing. Moon and Taurus natives. What is the native thing?
You're native to the moon in Taurus.
Yeah, I'm native to the moon. I'm from the moon, guys.
What number is XII? Is that 12?
XII, yeah, it's 12.
Okay, I just thought so.
Moon and Taurus natives are generally very romantic. Their affections are strong, deep, and unwavering. They are sentimental and warm. Since Taurus is a practical earth sign, as opposed to an impractical earth sign, let's not get that confused, everyone.
Well, you know.
They will rarely make a move without first determining that it is safe and that there's something in it for them. Make a move in what? Poker? Generally, Taurus moon people. Moon people.
Moon people.
Moon people.
Get your moon, put it in people.
Oh my god. I just read the dumbest fucking shit. Listen to this. They are very much tied to the physical world, and they often have a particularly well-developed sense of smell.
Can you smell well?
No.
Probably because you huffed all that hot sauce and habaneros that time.
I have not been able to... I've had to have, like, part of my sinuses removed or something a long time ago. When I was in, like, 3rd or 4th grade.
Ooh. Yeah.
What?
Well, one of these kind of talks about health issues, but I think we missed it already, so.
And ever since then, my sense of smell is horrible. Like, the only thing I can for real smell really well is beer. And that's because I fucking...
It smells gross.
Hate the smell of beer. And Dalton got beer all over me last night.
Ugh. Nasty.
Yeah, I wanted to fucking punch him in the
What a
face.
nasty boy.
That's right.
He listens.
So yeah, that's not only is that hilarious that they felt the need. Everyone born in December in whatever time frame can smell really well.
Maybe. Unless they've had part of their sinuses removed.
Relationships with people born with this position of Mars.
Comment if you're a Sagittarius. No, what is it? A moon in Taurus.
Yeah, and then go fuck
yourself.
yourself.
Really great sense of smell. Let me know if you can smell it.
Sniff it out.
Sniff it out, beach.
Sniff that shit out. With this position of Mars.
I have Uranus in my first house.
Same. are often quite enduring. Many Mars and Taurus people hang on to their mates even in the face of serious conflict.
Yeah,
Don't say yeah like that made any sense.
to you. You hold on to like that one time.
No, I don't.
That one time you got that girlfriend and then she was moving away and you only went on one date and you were like, I don't know, should we keep on seeing each other? Should I put too much effort into this? And I was like,
It's because
I don't
I'm
think so, dude.
lonely.
It's because you're a Taurus in the moon.
Dude, you know how many friends I've had who turned into shitty people and I was like, bye bitch, fuck you. So many.
If you want to reference episode 4, he talks about a specific friend.
Yeah. No, just stop. But, again, this is the most inaccurate shit. Their love of stability and steadiness can make them slaves to routine. Hold on. This just contradicted itself.
You're a slave in routine.
Literally the first paragraph of this thing said I hate routine. Now I'm reading here that I'm a slave to routine. Why are you just brushing that off? Why do you want this to be so accurate?
Because I know you don't want it to work at all, so I'm like doing the opposite.
So you're
of you.
just being antagonistic for no reason?
I'm just doing the opposite of you. For
This
the sake of the
literally
podcast.
just contradicted itself, though.
Well,
That's fucking hilarious. Like, I'm gonna... Next paragraph. They really can't smell that well. First paragraph, it says, Sagittarius have a disdain for routine. Now I'm down here. They are slaves to
well, it's
routine.
because that's your Taurus on your inside. So on the outside, you're like, oh yeah, I love
I'm
being
not
free.
two different people.
And then on the inside, you're like, man, I can't spend any money because of this one time I accidentally spent too much money and now I can't eat sushi.
That's not a
ever
routine.
Again.
That's
now
not
I
a
can't eat
routine.
Sushi ever again.
That's not a routine. So, but I love that it contradicted itself because it really just shows. Okay, where'd you stop at? Short description?
Yeah, I didn't read that. I didn't even read my whole thing. I just kind of stopped. I want to talk about my 10th house in Libra. Because this is
Now you're
10th
just
house.
cherry picking shit.
I mean, there's a lot of information on here. I didn't read it yet. I just know that the 10th house, because I was looking it up, it says is the most public self that you have. So this is going to be like your career, long-term goals, centered self.
How can... The day you're born determines this. How? Where? Where is the evidence?
Right here in astrologycafe.com.
Where'd you find that?
I've been scrolling
Oh, House
for a hot
10?
minute. Yeah.
House 10 you said?
Yeah, I've been scrolling for a hot minute to find it. This website
I found it.
offers a plethora of information.
Yeah, but...
If you want to know any and everything about your houses, boy howdy, make your way over to cafeastrology.com. So,
well, they're not...
Here I am in House X in Libra, House 10. Contacts of all kind will lead you to social success, professional, through marriage, act. Okay.
What?
That's kind of like a fortune cookie.
Act?
Etc.
Oh.
Like society life, friendships that could help professionally. Sometimes jobs connect with justice, but always involved with important and influential people. My bosses are important and influential people in the Birmingham area.
Yeah, but that was super vague again. You find success through your contacts and relationships? Who doesn't?
People who are just like giving it. Oh, I guess that's still through a relationship.
Yeah. So,
it doesn't say through relationships. It just says contacts of all kind through social.
Contacts of all kind, that would be your relationships. But who doesn't?
My job isn't connected with justice, which it doesn't say it has to be. It just says I like society life, friendships that could help professionally. I don't think I have a lot of friendships that could help professionally. I don't actually think I have any friendships that help me I mean, I'm friends with people in my job. But
yeah, but that's for convenience.
Like, I'm friends with them because we work together and, you know.
You're not going to get a leg up by being friends with Janet or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So that's not.
I think I think Capricorn is just like the most vague.
This isn't Capricorn. This is Libra.
Yeah, but this whole thing is Capricorn.
But this is Libra and 10. So this is my Libra sign.
Yeah, but this whole thing is Capricorn. And it's all been very vague. And, like, applicable to a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people. Most of these things have been applicable to, like, most people.
Yeah, that's what you said was going to happen in the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, my house 12 is Sagittarius. I have problems abroad or with foreigners or foreign countries abroad, and I hate
problems with foreigners.
Exile.
Lindsay the nationalist.
Problems abroad or with foreigners or flight abroad exile.
What does that mean?
Let me get exiled, bitch. It's gonna be like, hey, get out of the United States, you're nasty.
I have a house that doesn't say anything.
I had this one the other day because I was looking at this. I didn't look all the way through it, but I was just looking at it while I was listening to the podcast. And there was this one, and it just had like one really crazy sentence. I gotta go back and find it. Ooh. V is 5. So it says, House V is in the area of creative self-expression, romance, entertainment, children, and gambling. Beach. Let's see.
How does children and gambling relate in any way?
Mine's a Taurus in House 5.
Dude, that means you can smell super well.
Not if it's in House 5. Has nothing to do with that. Your Taurus was in a different house. Your Taurus was your moon. So my Taurus is going to affect me super different than yours does.
It doesn't matter.
So a pleasant home, a charming spouse, loving and sweet children, nice little meals. Oh my God, pleasant evenings.
Who
with loved
doesn't
ones.
want that?
The good life. That's my ultimate goal, though.
But who doesn't want a spouse that they love, kids that they love, a nice house, food to eat?
I might not want kids, but my sweet children could also refer to my amazing little, like, ducks. You know how like, some people are like, they refer to like dogs in
children.
the same. No,
Those are pets.
My children are my little
Those
ducks
are pets.
and my little miniature potbelly pig.
Do you lay eggs?
Ducks?
You said your children are ducks.
My
Are you laying eggs?
It's none of your business what I do, and I do actually have some eggs inside of my body.
Yeah, but not duck eggs.
I got multiple eggs inside my body.
You got like quail eggs. You got an ostrich egg.
Robert, you want to have a podcast about my ovulation? Because I guess we can.
Hey.
I'll be like, all right, since no one else knows about the human body, here I go. I'm a woman, and this is a step-by-step guide of the vulva. Week 1.
Week 1.
Are you done reading yours?
It doesn't matter.
Nodding your head does not work on a podcast. I was like looking at you for like a hot minute.
It doesn't matter, dude. Is there something else you want to go over? You want to read my house 5?
Wait, it says, hold on. Good secretary. Okay, house 6.
Good secretary.
House
How
6.
insulting is that?
I was a good secretary for a hot minute. House 6. I lost it. Good secretary or equally good sales rep. I'm both good at those things. My weak points are the nerves, sometimes also the lungs.
And the ass.
Yeah, no, my ass is my strong point.
No, but you broke it.
Oh, I didn't break my ass. I broke the end of my spine. I just talk about it, joking about it.
Your ass.
No, it's inside. My ass is my ass. The tip of my spine is the tip of my spine. I didn't break my, like, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't remember.
my butt.
The butt bone.
I broke my tailbone.
Which is above the ass.
It's like the deeper inner.
Above the ass.
I mean, if something was wrong with my kidney.
Your coccyx is above the ass.
No, it's in there. It's like past the ass.
Yeah, it's not sticking out of your skin.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not surface level, so it's not my ass.
Of course not.
Your ass is your surface level.
It's closer to your ass than your head, is it not?
Doesn't make it my ass. That doesn't make my brain my head.
Oh my god.
My brain and my skull are 2 different things.
Really?
Yeah. I hope you know anything, Robert.
Let's find out.
Fuck off. I'll eat sushi with someone else.
Is there anything else you want me to read?
No, I think that was mostly it. I just wanted to go through our sun signs.
What's this
and
crazy
moon
thing
signs.
down here?
I don't know. Read about it. So there's a whole lot of charts. There's a personal natal chart, which is probably like the day you were born, the alignment of the stars. So that's the various degrees that they're in to your position.
Man, someone wasted a lot of time.
No, it's probably like a program.
No, I mean back in the day.
important.
Like back in the day, like centuries ago when they made this up.
It gives you your Julian day.
The fuck's a Julian day?
Before they swapped over.
Is that when I meet Julian?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Julian, if you're listening, we're gonna meet day 2450812.04. See you then.
What the fuck? That means nothing. What does that
mean? I was born
mean?
on a Monday. I didn't know that. This site just told me something I absolutely love. That I was born on a Monday. Great. Love it.
What does that matter?
It's just fun to know. I was born on a Monday. Starting your week off right. Am I right? Yeet.
Giving birth.
Yeah.
What a hell of a
But
week.
I was there. It's not that giving birth, horrible. Meeting me, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I was a sick baby. I was sick in both of the senses. I was really cool, but I also did not.
Did you almost die or something?
A few times. I mean, so like, it wasn't right when I was born, but
you're not right now.
I was weak in my lungs. Oh my god! So listen.
Oh my god.
When I was like 3 or something, I might have been younger
Pulls
than that.
one random thing from your life.
Well, like this one time, I just like kind of stopped breathing. Like, you know how like sudden infant death syndrome? Except I wasn't an infant. I was like a toddler-ish. And like my parents had to.
Or no, STDs. Sudden toddler death syndrome.
Okay.
STDs.
So like I had to go to the hospital because like I stopped breathing right, and so they had to like hook me up to those machines that breathe for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of like lived in the hospital for I don't know how long. And then this other time I had to go to the hospital because I had this big old mole on my leg.
And yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and it was like cancerous, so they removed it, and I was like also very young when that happened. My toddlerhood was sickly. So that's really it, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I was a sick child. Don't remember why I was talking about that, but this was it.
Mm-hmm.
Our stars, our alignments. This is Capricorn.
Sagittarius. A final note. I love how I was totally right. I love being right. It was incredibly vague and at times inaccurate, just as I predicted, and totally contradicted itself in mine 100%. It's like they started writing it, left it, came back like a week later, started running again and forgot what they'd written before, and so they just totally contradicted themselves.
Like some sort of reason where it's like how I didn't relate at all to my sun sign, but I related to my moon sign, like
because it was super vague and could apply to literally anyone on the planet.
Anyway, so I had a good time.
I had a good time too. No, I had a great time. Don't tell me how good of a time I did.
You did not have a good time, and you will like it.
I had a great time laughing at it and being totally right about it being bullshit. But it was fun to read, and it was a very good idea for a podcast.
Again, thank Jenna Julian for giving us this idea.
Hey.
For probably being 40 or 50% of the reason I wanted to start a podcast. I want to thank all of our listeners one more time. Thank you so much for all the support, all of the likes, all of the views, all of the comments, all of the activity on our Instagram. None on our Twitter, which I'm fine with because the Twitter freaks me out. And
Twitter is trash anyways.
Real quick, let's talk about why we're not on iTunes. We're just not. We're not on iTunes yet.
But we're waiting on Apple.
Yeah.
Like we've done literally everything we have to.
We just have to wait on that reply. So when we are on iTunes, you'll hear from us. I'm sure we'll talk about it on here.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk about it on our Instagram. Thank you so much. Please continue listening, liking, and subscribing. And we're out.
Peace.
Yeet!
Bitch.